Okay, so we've gotten done with assigning resources to our various tasks, and now we want to give a schedule out to all of our different resources as to what tasks that they're going to be working on, when they're starting, when they're finishing, that kind of thing, and whatever else. But the whole idea is that they need to be known about this. So the problem, though, is I don't really want to print out this whole thing and give it to each one of them. I would rather just kind of filter this down to what a particular resource is going to be working on, and that's it. So what we'll do is we'll go over into the View tab here, and we'll go over here to where it says No Filter, and that's going to be our filter button there. Click onto that, and what we're going to do is we're going to go down to where it says Using Resource. And then we got this little drop down arrow, click onto that, and we can pick any of the particular resource that we want to focus on. So let's say we start with clutch cargo. So we'll click onto that, hit OK, and there we go. And then what we would do is get this to look the way you want it to look if printed. So something like that. So where we've got all of this in here. We might even go ahead and hide certain fields that we really don't need. We can go ahead and hide that one if we wanted to. And the rest of it looks good on that so far. Kind of maybe bring it in like that. So once we have that, how do we get this onto paper then? So what we'll do is we'll click on a file, we'll click on a print, and there it is. Now currently it's going to be occupying a few more than just one page. You'll notice down the bottom it says 1 of 4. Now if I go down to the very bottom right hand corner, I can click on the multiple pages, and that shows this. Now what I'm thinking I could maybe do is maybe compress this a little bit and not have it fit on 4 pages. Maybe have it just fit on 2 pages. All right. So how would I do that? Well, I'd go back here to page setup, and I tell it that I want it to fit, in this case, 2 pages wide by 1 page tall, 2 by 1. Hit OK, and there we go. And you get to that point, you say, well, oh, what the heck, maybe I could fit this all in 1 page. So we'll go back into page setup, bring this down to 1 page wide by 1 page tall, hit OK, and there we go. Now if we look at this, obviously it's fitting in the entire year, even though a lot of the tasks that this particular resource is working on are up towards the first half or so. What we can do is we can kind of figure out what that last date is. And we could probably, I can't see it here, so what I'll do is I'll get back out of here, and I'll look at the fact that it looks like the last date that Clutch is going to be really working on is let's say through July, right? So of 19. So what we can do is we'll go back into File, we'll click on the Print, right? And I'll change this as far as the dates go from 5/15, so then we'll just say to 7/31/19, something like that. And enter that in, and there we go. It looks like we might need a little bit more room because it just looks like it's getting cut off there. So maybe what we'll do is we'll maybe change this to 8/15/19, and there we go. All right, so that's how that works. And you go ahead and print that out, and you have a nice little printout, fax it out, or make a PDF out of it, and then you can go ahead and attach it to an email. Now, if you'd rather just print out the task sheet of this, right, what you can do is you can go and we can change our view here. So if we go over the left side here and we do a right click on it, we can go to Task Sheet. There it is on that one. We can make this wider so that we can see all of the resources. Oh, that probably went a little bit too far there. All right, and the rest of the stuff is fine. So at this point now it's showing everybody again. So I can still go back up into my filter, right? Go back down to using resource, go back and choose clutch again, hit OK, and there we go. Now that, is just the text. Clutch can see, the schedule and everything else. He can see who else is going to be alongside him. All right, and then what we can do at that point is we'll go back into File, go back into Print. All right, and as you can see here, it looks like it's fitting on one or on two pages here. If I go to my show on, okay, there it goes. So there's the first and second page. There we go. All right, so now this is in a portrait. All right. Now what we could maybe do is change the orientation to landscape. All right. And then we can go back into the page setup and tell it that we want to have it fit one page by one page. All right. Hit OK, and there we go. And that would just be maybe another way of looking at it. Now, as I was saying before, you could make this into like a PDF, and that's very simple. All you have to do is, while you're in here, we can go back here to the printer, and if you have Adobe Acrobat on your system, I mean the full-blown version of it, either the Pro version or the DC version, whatever it is, you'll see it like here, okay? If you don't have those, you should at least have the Microsoft Print to PDF. Either one will work. I'll just do this one here. Well, I'll do the PDF for Microsoft. So I'll click onto that, and then all we have to do is go ahead and hit Print, and I can give it a name, whatever it is, I'll put it on my desktop so I can find it, so I can then attach it. Then I'll go ahead and hit Save. Right, there we go. And you can't see it right now, but it saved the file, the PDF, onto my desktop. Here, what I'll do is I'll shrink this down so you can see it better. So there it is. That's what it created, and then you just attach that to an email. All right. Double click it, and it opens up on my other screen there. So I'll just show you on this one here, and there it is. Okay, not bad, huh? All right. So that's what you're going to get from that. So not bad. Let me maximize this again here. All right. So that's what you do in order to give a little report to whoever you're going to be working with and so forth. So you can keep them abreast of what's going on with the project and what their role is. Okay, so I hope this video helps. I appreciate you watching. Take care.